about this. So let's find a problem. I think, in order to be creative, we need to find a problem. And let's find a team, because, all the things that we had to do, all the needs mean that one person alone is not going to be able, or most of the times, is not going to be able to achieve it. And not necessarily in the same order. Maybe we want to get a team first. So, and how do we find a team? So, Tom Kelly, one of the vice presidents of IDEA, which is a design firm, one of the best design firms in the world, defined what he called the 10 phases of innovation. What he basically said is, okay, if I want to create a world-class innovation and creativity team, what roles do I need? And then I can say, well, I can fill these 3 roles, but I need other 7. How can I find them? So let's start. I will go faster, but first we need an anthropologist. Okay? And actually, real anthropologists are being hired even by high-tech companies to do that, because we need to understand the customer. Okay? And the customer might be the guy who's going to read your novel, or the guy who's going to buy your product. And you need to understand how you can compel him. Okay? Then, of course, you need the experimenter. You need the guy who actually takes risks, who, let's see if this works. Is the prototype guy. You write the draft of the novel. Are you the best guy to write the draft of the novel, or do you need someone else's help, an editor, for example? The cross-pollinator, I think this is one of the key elements, key roles in innovation. You need somebody who is able to take ideas from different places and apply it to your work. And actually, cross-pollinators are usually said that they need to be T-shaped. Okay? So they need to have a fair amount of knowledge of different domains, and then a lot of knowledge about specific domains. So they can apply that fair amount of knowledge in just specific domain that you're interested in. Then you need the hard loop. You need someone who actually, you have a problem, don't worry, I'll solve it. Okay? Let me put you a very simple example. Lexus, Lexus, the automobile firm, automobile company. Well, in the US, when they started to enter the US, they had a huge problem with one specific brand. And they have already sold, actually it was almost thousands of automobiles to the US market. So, well, that's a problem. What are we going to do? We're going to get in trouble. That's a marketing issue, whatever. So what they did was very simple. It was one guy there, one executive who said, okay, let's do this. So what they did is, they had Lexus call every single one of their customers saying, hey guys, I'm sorry, dear customer, we have a problem. There's a problem with your car, and before anything happens, we're going to send a mechanic into your house. Okay? So the mechanic went to each of the houses, solved the problem, and then cleaned the car, outside and inside. So he changed the problem to an opportunity. What do you think, the customers thought of Lexus? Wow, great service, okay? Great service. I mean, the best service I've ever seen. And Lexus actually gained, a huge amount of market demand because of this. Just because of this. He's the guy who changed, everything into an opportunity. Another example is Richard Branson from Virgin. In a great airline, in a big airline crisis, he managed to get more than $10 million to start an airline. How did he do it? He doesn't care. I mean, just lateral thinking all the time. Collaborators. We need collaborators. Okay, and we need people who make people collaborate. And that's a very subtle but very important difference. Of course, we need the director. He doesn't have to be the expert, but he needs to manage resources. He needs to be able to find solutions to our problems, whoever or wherever they are. Again, just this will depend on the type of things we're doing, but you need an experienced architect, somebody who can change, drinking a cup of coffee into an experience. Okay? Why do we spend $4, €4 for a cup of coffee in Starbucks? Well, they changed everything into an experience, and that's true for everything. Even if you're writing a novel, you don't want to write a typical novel where you want to change it into something different. And many people are thinking about this now. And also the set designer. This is the Cirque du Soleil, the Circus of the Sun. What's the difference between this and the Lions, circus? And why do I pay €100 for going to Cirque du Soleil instead of paying $10 or €10 for going to the typical circus? Okay, that's very important when you're trying to be innovative. You can be innovative in the core, or you can be innovative in the surface. And following what my colleague was saying, you need storytelling. Because I love this sentence, I love this statement. The world is not made of protons and electrons, it's made of stories. Okay, and you need somebody that is able to say that your idea is actually great, and it's of somebody's interest. So you need that. And just to finish, the caregiver. That's usually more for post innovation, but you need somebody who is able to care about your customers or the people who are using your research, novel, innovation, whatever. So you're not alone. I mean, what if, okay, I understand this, I believe you, Justo, okay, but I'm alone, okay, and I'm not able to find anyone else that helps me with this in my surroundings. Oh man, there are social networks right now, internet is, it's for something else that just, reading the newspaper. And then there also are some new elements or some new organizations that are trying to help that. The Open Innovation is a brand, let's say, that is been working in the few years, in the latest years, that help people find other people to help you with the problems. And they can be technical or not technical. There, for example, in Opino, there are some threads of people just asking for, I have a problem with this specific story. What do you think would be the end? How do you think I should continue? So I think if you're interested, that there are many things here to do. And I think that's all, so thanks a lot.
Thank you.